Today we are going to discuss something about the importance of Neem and its value added products, which are more helpful to the humankind. Humankind, not only humankind, and also in the agricultural and allied activities, it is playing a vital role. That is why I am interested in delivering a few minutes talk on value addition of Neem and its cultivation aspects, particularly. So the neem is otherwise called as an wonder tree. It is scientific name is Azadirachta indica. Belongs to the kingdom Plantae, family Meliaceae, and then genus is Azadirachta and the species is indica. It is almost in certain parts of the state of India, it is being raised, considered as a wheat species because it grows very profusely in the dry tract even. So some of the states has realizing that it is a wonderful wonder tree, and some of the states they feel that it is a wheat tree, and they are trying to remove those wheat tree. And in some states they are treating it as a manure, and they are harnessing their fruits and other produce, particularly for the humankind and its agriculture and allied areas. Now we will discuss something on how it is being cultivated in the farmlands. Before that cultivation, I would like to say that how it is called in different states, particularly in Assam, it is called as Nim. Bengali, it is called as Nim or Neem. Then Burmese, it is Tamaka. Then Baudhamaka, Tamabin, something like that. Then English, it is Neem, Indian Lilac, Marcosa tree, Neem paradise tree, white cedar, and China berry, like that in English. Then Gujarati, it is called Limba, uh, Libada, Limdo, Nimuri. These are the names it is called. In Hindi, it is called Nim, Nymph, Ball, Neem, Nind, like that. Kannada, it is Hebevu, Bevu, then Nimb oil, then Venu in that name. Then Malaysia, it is Bebe, Daun, Nambu. Malayalam, it is called Arya Vepu, Vepu, Arya Vishnu, Raja Vendu, like that. Then Marathi, it is Limba, Lim, Nimbe, Bhatyan, Balnim, Kadu Limba. Then Oriya, it is also Limbo, Nimbo, Nimo. Punjabi, it is called Nim, Neem, Maha Neem, then Darkoka. Persian language, it is called as Nib. Then Portuguese, they call it as Nimbo. Rajasthani, it is called as Neem. Then Sanskrit, it is called Nimba. Then Sindhi, it is called Nimuri. Singapore, it is called as Nimba. Sinhalese, they will call it as Nimbaga. Tamil, it is called as Vepan, Vembu, Vepam kernel, like that. Telugu, it is called as Nimbanu, Vepa, Yepa, Yapa, then Teruka, like that. Then Tulu, it is called as Bevu, K Bevu, then Urdu, it is Neem. These are the, in different languages, the Neem tree is called as, called and used in different vocabularies. Then the importance of Neem is normally in agrarian environment, Neem is cultivated in the boundaries, particularly in agriculture fields. It is cultivated in the boundaries, and the trees are pruned when the agricultural crops are being raised, and then during the time of flowering, particularly in April, the flowering starts. By the time they will leave it as the Telugu people during the Telugu New Year day, they will harness the flowers of the neem tree, and then they will prepare a kind of sweets and the curry. That will be more value added food product for them, and a special food for them in the Telugu New Year day. Similarly, in Tamil also, April 14th, they will be also preparing some kind of rasam, so that they will be enjoying the taste of neem flowers. It is also acting as a medicinal properties. So it is uh, playing as a much important in the human life and the agricultural family environment. Normally in Tamil Nadu and other pockets of different states, the neem is cultivated in the farmlands as woodlots, so that people are gaining, people are attracted for the neem fruits. Neem fruit is commanding a high value price in the open market. So for that purpose, they will be cultivating the neem, they will be harnessing the seeds, and then they are sending to the traders for extracting neem oil, neem leaf powder, neem bark powder, then neem kernel powder, neem cake powder, neem cake as such for the fertilizer related events. Like that, several value added products, even facials and the creams are and the bathing soaps are being also prepared from the neem products that we will see one by one later. In respect of cultivation of neem trees, there are widely in respect of bounty plantation, there is no much cost involvement is there in visible in the case of neem cultivation, but in the case of block plantation or raising as woodlot, it commands some cost of cost involvement. We will see those cost involvement in that. Before that, I would like to say some area related information in Tamil Nadu. Uh, area, normally the marginal farmers are rising in the field boundaries, and then small farmers are also adopting these practices. Then medium farm households and large sized farm households are practicing it as woodlots. I think more than 10-hectare farm area are they are practicing in the case of woodlots. Particularly, this is visible in the southern part of Tamil Nadu, particularly in Virudhunagar district of Tamil Nadu, Madurai district of Tamil Nadu. One could visualize as neem plantation alone as a woodlot. Then neem plus intercrop, particularly groundnut or gingerly, you can cultivate in that in the interrow spaces when the tree saplings are not covering the canopy is not marching ahead. So in the early stages of 2 year or 3 year, and the people are cultivating intercrop in that area, particularly gingerly or groundnut. Then neem plus casuarina plantation is also normally practiced by the farm households. That is neem casuarina. Casuarina is otherwise called as savku in Tamil, which is used for more and the small timber related requirements tree. Then neem plus teak plantations, neem plus teak plantations and gingerly, the oil bearing crop also cultivated in some of the farm households. So these are all the distribution pattern, particularly in Tamil Nadu, the case we have conducted. Then if you are very specific, I can also list out some higher area where the neem plantations is more available in higher areas, particularly in Coimbatore. one could visualize higher area. Erode district, one could visualize in higher area. Then Madurai, as I told you, it is more than 200 hectares in there. Then Thoothukudi district of Tamil Nadu, for around 400 to 500 hectare area is under neem plantation. Then when you when you particularly analyze the yield, how much yield one can get from an hectare of the plantation, if you could examine, means age of the neem plantation, if you see 3 to 5 year age group of the neem plantations, average yield of yield from one tree, that will be around 7 kgs. 7 kgs. Then average yield of fruits in kgs per hectare is around 1 per hectare, it is around 1360 kgs. Around 3 to 5 years of age group, one can get around 1400 kgs, nearing 1400 kgs. Then around 6 to 10 year age group, one tree can bear 24 kgs of neem fruits and then neem seeds particularly. Then 4820 kgs of fruits per hectare. The 6 to 10 year old trees will bring. Then 11 to 15 year age group of the tree plantations, neem tree plantations, are capable of yielding 86 kgs of kgs per neem tree, and at the same time it is capable of giving around 1800 that is 17,200 17 tons of fruits. Around 11 to 15 years, 17.5 tons of seeds one can get. Then around 16 to 20 year age group, it is capable of yielding 24 tons per hectare. Then total yield, if you average everything, then we will be able to get around 12 tons. From third year onwards, it starts flowering, and then up to 20 year we have calculated the yield. So on an average, every year if you are getting, means it is around 11.75 tons of seed per hectare. Then one could examine whether it is cost wise, it is economically viable one. Something like that one has to examine. So in that case, we have to analyze the establishment cost. How much cost one has to incur during at the time of establishment of the plantation. Then one could analyze those costs will be around 14,000 per hectare for establishment, which includes land preparation, then cost of seedlings, then formation of formation and provision of irrigation, then cost of filling, cost of irrigation, then land taxes, everything inclusive of around 14,000 per hectare. This is at the time of establishment period. That is the first month what is being incurred by the farmer. Then maintenance cost up to 20 years. What will be the average maintenance cost that one is able to will be around 2,500. Yes, maintenance will be very minimum. So average maintenance cost is around 2,500. Then harvesting related cost, one few could examine, means then it is capable of giving post harvest, including post harvest expenses, mean per annum it is cost 17,125 rupees is the harvesting related cost. Then revenue related, if you are analyzing up to 20 years, average revenue because of the neem, sale of neem seeds, then sale of fuel wood, then sale of timber or small timber from the neem tree, everything is capable of generating around per annum on an average 6,22,000. 6,22,000 on an average in a 20-year rotation. One could the farmer could generate that much income. That is annual income 6,22,000. But if you for the 20 years, if you are examining the fuel wood revenue, sale of fruits revenue, then sale of timber, final sale of timber, everything if you analyze, 1 crore 24 lakhs and 56,000, something like that, the cost that we are generating from that. Then when we examine the investment and the cost related events, then sale of cost of collection of seed, when the seed is around 3 rupees, sale of neem seeds around rupees 38, then profit per kg earned by the seed collectors, that is normally farm women used to collect these seeds from the plantations. They will go and collect the seeds from the block plantations and roadside plantations, everything. So how much they are gaining profit per kg of collection of seed is arrived at rupees 35. Here we have also analyzed certain information that people are cultivating the neem tree as block plantations in the farmlands. So what are the factors that are motivating the farmers to collect, to consider something like that? If we see, number one is free supply of saplings from forest department. Then number two is low maintenance cost. Then minimum level of irrigation, even if we are not providing irrigation, then it is no problem. The tree, if it is established, it flourishes well. Then planted to avoid the land left to fallow. Fallow lands are being given focus on much more interest. Fallow lands, nobody is interested in keeping the land as fallow. So those are all the reasons. Then used as a feed for small ruminants. Take the neem leaves and neem leaves as their neem leaves as their very good food, very good fodder. Then factors affecting neem cultivation. What are all the factors that are being affecting the cultivation process is also we have summarized. That is, can't grow any other crops after certain point of time. That is 2 or 3 years. Beyond 2 or 3 years, you cannot cultivate because the canopy starts spreading. So you cannot cultivate any intercrops. So people are hesitant to cultivate. Any tree, if you are going in the farmlands, it will permit you to cultivate as any crops for during the first year, if not up to second years. Beyond that, you can, if you are much interested, means then either root yielding or shoot yielding crop alone is advisable, because the light demanding factor is the main reason. So because of that, people are hesitant. After second year, then either you can grow leafy vegetables, green leafy vegetables, like that. Then plowing difficulty. In the interrow spaces, you cannot cultivate any plowing and other by using any machineries, you cannot cultivate anything beyond that. Then less water availability does not permit the farmer to raise any intercrops. Because of the water scarcity also, that is also the reason people are not much interested in raising any crops, raising any plantation. Then low incentives were given. If you are cultivating, then the produce are commanding very minimum price according to very few of the farmer. Then again we have to wait for a long gestation period. One has to wait. So that these are all the factors that are affecting the neem cultivation. Neem cultivation. Neem is cultivated in agroforestry environment, farm forestry environment, social forestry environment, and then even in the public common places, the neem is mostly cultivated as either avenue crop or as a block plantation, where recreation park areas you can visibly you can notice. Then people are um, using the common places. They will be also using the terminals for their medicinal and other requirements. Um, there are many medicinal uses that neem leaves, then neem oil, neem kernel, neem cake, neem extract powder, neem powder, then neem leaf extracts, like that. Then chemicals manufactured from nimbidine, neem or nimbidine and gadolinium, and then azadirachtin. These are all some of the neem components which are also capable of curing several diseases. If you see some examples, staphylococcus related problems, you can very well use neem oil as one of the remedial measure. Then leptospirosis related problem, normally the fever, people who are dealing with animal husbandry related, uh, particularly the cattle, small ruminants, people will be often affected with leptospirosis related problems. So those leptospirosis like epidemics also being controlled by neem oil. Then leprosy related issues, you can use a fraction of that leaf of neem, then dried flower of neem and fruits of neem you can very well apply. Then then salmonella related problem, then you can also the water soluble that neem leaves of boiled neem leaves, and then the extracts were very well you can take off to cure the problems of Escherichia coli. Then E. coli, particularly E. coli related that intestinal problems, you can very well the leaf, neem leaf extract powder boiled with water. You can, if you consume, then that will be solvable. Then viral related problems, particularly in ulcerative lesions of cowpox, and uh, herpes infectious virus, polio virus, like that, neem leaf extracts very periodically you have to take. These are all the some of the important medicinal prescriptions. Fever also, if you are facing means, then immediately you can go for that neem leaf extract powder, bark extract powder, bark extract, and it's liquid you can take, that will also capable of curing your problems. Then reproductive related problems also, the neem value added products will solve your requirements, particularly the who are all lacking with total sperm count. The leaf powder, neem leaf powder is helpful to many. And then it may be due to some problem, the sperm count may be very less. So those people who are with very less sperm count, they can take very well with neem leaf water. And then reversible infertility, the mother, that is also observed in male rates, but with the support of bark extract, flower extract, and seed oil extract. Then reduction in sperm count, alcoholic leaf extract, neem plus leaf alcoholic, neem plus alcoholic extract, leaf extract. Then spermicidal in rates, spermicidal in human, 25 mg per ml of steam, that steam distilled neem oil, 25 mg per ml of Steam distilled neem oil will be helpful in spermicidal action in human. Then we are very specific on what are all the Neem value-added products that are available in the Neem. That is very, very important. I think so far we have seen a little introductory part, and then cultivation related part, and then its uses, medicinal uses, and then what are all the value-added products which are available in Neem. If you see Neem powder, neem leaf powder from the neem, fresh neem leaves are being collected, and it is powdered without foregoing the um, photosynthetic, that is and that green color damage, without any damage to the green color. It has to be processed, and neem leaf extract has to be developed. Then neem capsules are being produced by some companies, particularly in Noida. A company is manufacturing neem capsules and are being distributed to many parts. Then neem leaf powder are manufactured by almost several companies in each and every state. Then neem seeds வந்துட்டு என்ன அப்படின்னாக்கா, it is directly capable of consumption. It is also neem seed extract, and then it is also exported. The neem seeds also exported to different parts. Then neem oil neem oil is also directly consumable. If somebody is not interested in that taste, they will be hesitant. So for them, it is also in the form of capsule. Neem oil is filled in the form of the capsulated form. Also, it is available. Then neem cake powder. Neem cake powder is exclusively used for the ornamental plants, rose plants, and other indoor plants raised in the nurseries. And then neem-based insecticides. Agriculture is normally infected with several pest and disease problems. To alleviate these pest and disease problem, neem leaf extract, particularly the azadirachtin, is the content which is available in the neem, that is used for manufacturing disease repellent. And then the insect repellent, it is being used as insecticide. Then agri neem pest is another insecticide. Being pesticide is manufacturing from the neem. Then enriched vermicompost with neem is also being manufactured by one company in Maharashtra. Then agri neem pest is manufactured by Gujarat based company. Then neem-based insecticide is manufactured by Maharashtra. Then neem cake powder normally mostly in manufactured in almost all the state, but it is predominant in Gujarat. And then neem cake fertilizer cum pesticide. Fertilizer cum pesticide, it is a product also available, which is also manufactured from Jodhpur. Then neem leaf juice also manufactured. It is also manufactured and distributed to several parts from Jaipur. Then neem leaf tea is also available. It is that is otherwise called as Indian chai, which is normally available in Kolkata area. Then hand sanitizer. Nowadays, you could see during the time of Corona, you are familiar with the word sanitizer. Now the hand sanitizer is available with the base of product prepared from neem. Then neem industry, what is the status? If you could see, there are several industries after even after Corona, they are manufacturing the neem leaf powder, neem cake kernel, then neem cake pellets, then neem cake assets for the crop and other livestock requirements they have manufactured. And then there are some evidences in neem leaf powder. It is the price around 30 rupees per kg of neem leaf powder, from ranging from 30 rupees to 100 rupees. Then Ayurvedic neem powder, it is around 200 rupees per neem Ayurvedic powder. It is manufactured by Agro Developers Private Limited, Indian Agro Developers Private Limited. Then neem leaf powder is normally, that is branded form, if you are seeing, means Herbs India is concentrating on neem leaf powder. Then neem dry fruits per kg. That is Hindustan Agro is concentrating on neem dry fruits. Then neem tree seeds per kg, means that is Lakshmi Enterprises is a concern. They are extracting the neem kernels and selling. Then cake in kgs, it is priced about 40 rupees per kg. That is Leafy Tail is one of the company. On wholesale price, it is around 30 rupees. On retail price, it is 40 rupees. Neem cake powder, it is powdered form, it is available. It is wholesale price, it is 40, and the retail price is seem to be around 50 rupees. Neem seed balls. Seed balls, you can prepare the neem seed balls. You can send it to the those interested can buy that. Pioneer Agro Industry is selling the neem balls. It is around. It is pricing around rupees 300 per ball. Then another neem cake pellets. Neem cake pellets. I told you that Private Limited is manufacturing. That pellets are being provided with that fish related aquatic environment. It is fed with. Then Neem insecticide is decided acting. Science India Limited is concentrating on that. It is around 150 rupees per 30 ml. Then Neutron Neem pesticide. It is a product manufactured by Eagle Plant Product Private Limited. Product Private Limited. It is around 800 rupees. Neem oil. Neem oil in kgs, it's around 600 rupees. Neem facial mask. Neem mask is also available. That is around 150 rupees. Mirabella Cosmetics, Korea, it is manufacturing. Then Neem toothbrush. You could have bought several toothbrush in the form of soft, medium, hard, something like that. The Oral-B group has introduced a Neem toothbrush. It is priced around 70 rupees now, right now, per brush. Then, who are the main processors and actors? And the Neem has its own value chain from producer to the processor to the end user, something like that. In villages, I think these chain related issues, I think it is not needed, I think for you, only for the researcher, I think it may be useful. Then value addition, how it is being value addition, what are the types of value additions going on? பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னாக்க neem fruitsல இருந்துட்டு straight away you can extract neem seeds, neem seeds, then neem seeds to neem oil. This is the one product. Then neem seeds to neem oil and neem cake. The two products are manufactured from that. Then neem seeds to oil and cake when the cake oil and cake powder is also prepared. Then neem oil and cake, then it goes to retail units and it has also some cost and return related issues. Then neem seeds to neem fertilizer. That neem pesticides related value addition is from another side. Then what are all the products that are value added we have seen. Then another aspect that we have to see means when we do cultivation, when we do extraction, when we do processing, there are some constraints faced by the farmers and oil millers. Oil millers have specific constraints. Then who are all the oil millers involved in the neem trade? The oil that companies who are all involved in the neem trade and their neem oil that if we examine, then there are Coimbatore, the base, then Trichangodu, Avinasi, Sivagangai, Darapuram, and then Theni, Virudhunagar, and Madurai, Salem, Coimbatore, part of southern and western part of Tamil Nadu, even in eastern part of Tamil Nadu, nearby Chennai, the people are having their own plantations and they started collecting all the raw materials from those places. Then companies who are all facing constraints. What are all the constraints they face means poor quality of neem seeds are being supplied from the sources because they are not collecting the quality seeds at the appropriate time because people are going and collecting once in a month or once in a 15 days at the time of fruiting. Then they are capable of they are unable to segregate the quality and quality best quality seeds. The best quality seeds available means then oil quality will be also better. So in that condition, so the mill owners are thinking that poor quality of neem seeds is the only reason for getting a good, unable to get a good oil from that plant purpose. Then threat to neem plantations due to increase of brick kilns, particularly brick units are mainly concentrating the raw materials, preferably the prosopis and the neem plantations, wherever in the common lands are being harvested and are shifted to the brick kilns for during the periphery of urban environment. Then another dried condition of seeds would be permitted for extraction of oil without a delay. Dried condition of seeds alone to be permitted for extraction of oil without a delay. That is the one expectation from millers. And then reduced supply of neem seeds over the years because neem plantation and its area is coming down. When I was in my schooling days, in my farm, there were around 500 to 1,000 saplings of neem trees were there. We used to collect, my grandma used to collect all the neem seeds and she will be processing and extracting the neem seeds immediately after 2 days after collecting the fruits from the plantation, and then it is dried, and then within 2 or 3 days then she will be selling the seeds to the vendors who will be regularly visiting our areas. So like that, they will have the habit. But nowadays, there is no persons to collect the seeds, and they are unable to bring it in the time, and it is not being supplied directly to the user group. So that is the problem in collection, processing, and storage there is a product quality unable to generate. That is another reasons. Then key stakeholders and their role play in the value chain. பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னாக்க who are all the takes stakeholders in the value chain if you analyze. The number one, farmer வந்துட்டு என்ன what is the role means production and grading of neem seeds. Very few of the farmers are grading and giving the seeds to the traders. Then private processes followed by farmer, then private processes. Their main role is procurement, grading, processing, and value addition. Then Department of Agriculture has some role in each and every state. That is number one, technology transfer, finding the farmers interested in neem cultivation and providing input subsidy and incentives. Particularly in fisheries, forest college, Metropolitan, that is particularly near the foothills of Ooty. Forest college and research institute is there. It has its own neem plantations, and the dean Dr. K.T. Parthiban is concentrating more area on that neem plantations and other plantations also. They are maintaining a good collections from different places, and they are maintaining the neem plantations in bulk. Then one can, if you had a chance to visit Metropolitan, you can please very well meet Dr. Parthiban under the team and his team. You have very well very good quality plantations, and the products are also being value added there. Then Department of Forestry is another stakeholder. They are adopting various projects under which farmers were helped to establish neem plantation by providing free saplings and technical guidance to the farmers. Then primary agricultural cooperative banks is another stakeholder in the value chain. They are doing the role of opening of savings bank account to farmers, provision of loan to the farmers, and supporting the farmers in establishing farmer groups, farmer interest groups. They are also providing technical assistance they will be providing. Then primary wholesaler or the commission agent is another person in the stakeholder chain. They act as a link between the farmer and the processor in procurement and distribution of neem seeds to the oil mills. Then finally, the industrial consumers. Industrial consumers are the takers of the neem seeds. They play the vital role in the value addition of neem oil into fertilizer, branded fertilizer, then cosmetics, capsules, leaf powder, and tablets. And neem tablets are there, neem capsules are available, and then neem juice are available. So these are all being manufactured by the that industrial consumers. There are more brands which are available in the neem. Several companies are also involved in that, particularly the role play by Stains group of company, and then some other group of companies who are all playing a vital role in the transfer of value-added products to the farming community. Then farming community. Then the neem is already we have discussed that the farmers and the processors are facing the raw material problem. So in that raw material problem, they have only the supply is being reduced every year, because the area under plantation is also going down, because it has to be technically guided by the forestry department and that by agriculture department, and it should be motivated we have to form a farmer interest group, particularly in Neem. But the demand for the Neem-based product is alarmingly increasing. But whereas the value-added products are being received by the farmers applying in the to the agriculture and the horticultural crops, and it is being treated as a organic form of usage. It is being considered. So those who are interested in for organically cultivating any of the crops, which are any of the food crops for the public, then one has to go for the pesticide and insecticide control that are drawn from pest, that is neem based products. If you are using, then usage of neem based products will be, one could expect that can be increased. So because of the market demand, then the demand can influence the producer or the farmer interest group to go for higher area allocation, and then it can fetch that it can meet the requirement of the industry as well as the farmer, who can receive considerable higher price per unit of their produce. That's all, gentlemen. If you have any clarification from that, I can. I think I have given you an overall of Neem and its plantation and its products that are emanated from the raw material. Okay, thank you. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you for a very detailed talk. Now I'll take up some questions.
Anybody interested, they can have questions, then I will answer.
Yeah. So
Okay.
since we have only 6 minutes for the meeting to wind up, I'll take up some questions.
Okay.
So the first question is from Mr. Mohan. He is asking, is Neem byproducts are having US and UK for export potential?
Yeah. Neem kernels வந்துட்டு being sent to Neem value-added products are being sent to US. I think UK also, they are receiving the azadirachtin extract. It is a branded product from the Stance related company. Or some other companies are also, I am unable to recognize that name of the company. They are exporting to UK and US.
Okay. Next question is from Mr. Mohan. What is best uses of neem leaves or fruits?
Neem leaf, if you are infected with some bacteria or fungal related issue, then immediately you can boil the neem leaf powder, and then you very well you can consume morning and in the evening. Then immediately your fever will be rectified. Then your cold and other related symptoms will be also rectified. I am the person, I am weekly once I am taking that neem leaf powder, and then another another powder is available. That trade name I have forgotten. So it is the Sirupurinjan powder, and that is also being taken. So if you are taking regularly, that is once in a week or twice in a week, and then you will not face any fever or any cold related issues, any infection in your physical health. Nothing will be happen. Even right now, I am using in the before bathing, by 5:30 to 6 o'clock, I am applying neem oil for the hair and other thing. So then at the time of bathing, then you can apply some powder to alleviate the smell of neem oil. Then you can very well you can come back to your office and environment. No difference will be visible.
Okay. And generally, what is the life of a neem tree?
Life of a neem tree, even it goes beyond 100 years. 100 years, but we are not permitting them. Then it may be due to environmental issues. The trees may be, the trunk will be get disposed even after 70 to 80 years. That is the problem will be there. Then even when there are very good species, very good trees are even beyond 100 years, it is available.
Okay.
But in a plantation condition, we farm block plantation condition, we are permitting only up to 20 years or 25 years. That's all.
Okay.
And the 20-year life cycle is giving considerable income to the farmer.
Okay. And does neem grows full year or during any one particular season?
Particular season only. That is, completely it will be growing in all the time. No problem. Even that neem and pungam are the trees which will be strong green color that is visible during the summer. But all other trees will not be showing much aliveness. But neem and pungam are always it shows its brightness. During March, it sets its leaves. April, by end of March, it leaves sprouts well, and then flowering starts, and then it continuously contributes to the environment and the soil.
Okay. And Mr. Mohan wants to know USA Neem best exports company name from India.
Okay, and I will try that. Export details are not attached with right now. I will provide the details later on. You'll ask him to contact through either mail or through WhatsApp.
Yeah. Okay.
So that I will be provided.
And Mr. Sujit wants to know, can neem be grown in Rajasthan?
Yeah, Rajasthan, it is available. Yeah, I think the area under plantation I have to see. Rajasthan, in certain area it is possible. Rajasthan desert, I think it's not flourishing well.
Okay. And what is the water requirement for neem cultivation?
I think it is 400 mm rainfall to 600 mm rainfall. It flourishes well. It flourishes well. But if you are cultivating means, then you have to add that so strong summer times you have to little water you have to periodically apply so that its growth retardance will not be there. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Mohan, your comment is not clear. World top cultivation. So can you just neem world top cultivation? And yeah, Mr. Mohan is saying something. We are unable to understand. He will rephrase the sentence. So we have the last question. Do you provide consultancy service for neem cultivation?
Definitely, we will provide.
Okay, so about the marketing also.
Yeah, marketing also.
Okay. Mr. Mohan, I've shared Dr. Sekhar's contact number and email address. You can directly get in touch with him for further queries and clarifications. Yes, sir. So now we have come to end of question round. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we'd like to thank you for a very detailed presentation and answering all the questions. And we also like to thank all the participants for joining this meeting. The meeting will now be closed.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, please.